You know what? Sometimes I do this and it's like the best thing ever. And it really is the best thing ever, but then I turn around and it's like, no, it's not. I'm covering a lot of bases, and I'm going to cover this basis next. There are 3 individuals in this world that you do not give up on. 3 individuals in this world that you not flip the script on, change up on, turn your back on, or make your enemy. The first individual being an honest individual. If you have someone in your life that is honest, then you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say an honest individual. An honest individual is someone that's going to tell you the truth, no matter how hard it hurts, no matter how hard it is for you to hear it, no matter how hard it is for them to tell you this. That means if your breath stink, they're going to let you know. It means if you're a little stinking up under them arm prints, they're going to let you know. Now, I don't really mean that part specifically, but I mean an honest individual that's going to let you know when you're fucking up, hey, it's time to flip shit. If you have someone in your... I'm going to put it like this. Let me give you an example. Look at your life right now where you're at. If your life isn't on a path where you are actually like walking a path where you yourself are at peace, you're happy, you're joyful, you're in a state of, you don't even have to be in this place. But if you're in a state where you know these things are coming and you're moving the right way, you haven't done wrong by anyone, you don't have any negative feelings or anybody out, well, you can't really control anyone who has any negative feelings towards you. But if you don't have any negative feelings towards anyone, or if you don't have any ill will, like any ill animosity or toxic energies you built up inside of you, if you have none of this, then this isn't for you. But if you have toxic energy inside of you, if you're doing things in life that are not for your highest good, if you are doing things that does not make you feel peaceful, does not make you feel at ease, and no one around you is telling you that you need to change, hey, look, you might need to reevaluate some things, all right? Because an honest individual is going to tell you when you're fucking up. They're going to tell you when your life is like at a complete and utter mess, you know? I'm going to be completely honest. I had 2 friends who now are my 2 soul sisters. Daphne and Kia used to get on my ass 24/7. You know, whether I was chasing after a guy who didn't appreciate me, whether I was working at a job where I shouldn't have been working, whether I was doing something at a job that I loved and I was just completely fucking up. These 2 women always told me the real no matter what. If it hurted me or if it hurted them to tell me this, you know, they always kept it 100 with me. If you have people like that, I applaud you. Because not many people have people like that in their life. And if you don't have people in your life like that, you might need to reevaluate the people in your life. Because chances are, you probably have people in your life who are honest with you. You just are overlooking them just because of what looks, the artificial looks and the artificial things that are, the materialistic things that are surrounding you. You might just be blinded. The second individual that you do not give up on, turn your back on, flip the script, make your enemy, is a loyal individual. Now, a loyal individual is not someone who's going to help you rob a bank and hide the body. That's just someone who's dumb. All right? A loyal individual is going to be someone who's going to accept you at your ultimate worst. They're going to accept you when you're ugly. They're going to accept you when you're high. Most importantly, they're going to accept you when you're ugly, when your life is ugly, when you lose everything, when you have nothing. They're going to love you when you have nothing. They're going to appreciate you when you have nothing. They're going to uplift you when you have nothing. Because when you have nothing, that is when you find who you really are. And that's when the people who are around you, I've come to find out in life, when I have nothing, there are certain people who stick with me when I have absolutely nothing. They love me, they accept me, but they push me to be better. They push me to get better. These people, I keep. I do not keep the people who see me struggling, who see me just in a state of utter chaos and tell me nothing. I don't keep these people around. I don't even, you know, even if it's not that they tell me nothing, if they're not uplifting me, like, you know, trying to help me or something like that. And sometimes you can't even ask people for help, but sometimes, like, if you have real friends, they'll just see this energetically, they'll feel it, and they'll reach out to you and be like, hey, I know you're going to do something, is there anything you want to talk about or something like that? These people you keep with you, you know, these people you do not flip the script on. You don't, because you don't get many people like that. And the third individual you do not flip the script on is yourself. All right? Now, you came into this world with a plan. You came into this world with a mission. You might not remember it right now, but I promise you, you have one. You had one when you came out your mama's womb, all right? You had one when you were created by God, all right? You had one when you were created by Source. You know, some people might not say things about God, and I'm not going to get into that. That's your business. But me personally, I know what I believe, all right? But you have a mission, you have a goal, you have a dream, you have a vision of who it is that you want to be, where you want to go in life. Do not give up on yourself. All right. Now, I know in life, life's going to knock you down. It's knocked me on my ass several times. But just like Aaliyah said, you get your ass up, dust yourself off, and you try again. You keep pushing. And you're going to keep pushing because at the end of the day, nothing's going to be handed to you on a silver platter. All right. And not even your true authentic self is going to be handed to you on a silver platter. You have to go find that motherfucker. You have to search for that motherfucker. You have to dig for that motherfucker. And once you find it, you fall in love with that motherfucker. Don't ever give up on yourself. And if you feel like you're in a state where you want to give up on yourself, trust me, there are people around you who want to see you succeed. There are people around you who can help you. There are people around you who actually love you, who actually care about you, that can actually be there for you, even though it seems like there's no one there. You really need to change your perspective. And you need to first change your perspective about yourself. Stop beating yourself up about the things that you've done in your past, the mistakes that you made. We've all made mistakes. The first step to admitting is the fact that you have made mistakes, all right? And understanding it's okay to make mistakes, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, whatever you've done, it's okay, all right? It is okay. It's not about where you've been. It's about where you're going. And if you in this moment right here, right now, if you're watching this video, can sit here, accept everything that you've done in your past, accept all of the things that you said, accept all of the mistakes that you made, own up to them, and if there are some things that you can change them. Call that person, call your mother, call your father if you feel you need to reach out to them because there are some things that went south. Call that friend that you feel like you need to speak to if you feel like some things that went south. Call whoever, talk to whoever. Do whatever it is that you got to do to find you some peace and some harmony within yourself. Don't hold in emotions. Don't bottle up your feelings. Let it out. Let it out. Accept who you are. Accept where you've been. Learn to love yourself. Because once you learn to love yourself, then giving up on yourself is not even an option. You keep pushing and you keep going and you keep fighting. And I'll tell you one story. It has to do with my weight loss journey. With me losing weight, me losing so much weight. The story of you got too skinny, you're anorexic, or you look sick. These were 3 things that I heard when I was like going through my weight loss journey. From people who didn't really matter, but those 3 words kind of like, to a point, one day I found myself standing in the mirror. And I was like, damn, bitch, you really got skinny. Damn, bitch, you really look sick. Damn, bitch, like these people were right. And outside sources really just tortured and penetrated my head so much where I'm standing in the mirror for 5 minutes and I started to feel sick. I started to just look in the mirror and be like, bitch, you look sick. I started to just be like, you look a mess. You look a complete and utter mess. And for what? Because a bunch of bitches told you that you look sick because you're not fat no more. Because a bunch of bitches told you that you are a mess because you actually getting to a place where you initially wanted to be. I always wanted to be smaller. I always wanted to just be happy in who I am, in my skin. And I finally got that, and I started, for a brief moment, I almost allowed people to come in and just throw me off my game and allow me to almost give up on myself, where I was like, I'm about to go back to eating hella junk food, you know, not focusing, not worrying about me and the things that I got going on, not appreciating where I've come. And it wasn't, I'm not going to sit here and say it was hard, shit, because I'm me, you know, but I can understand how it would be hard. So for a brief moment, I was like feeding into this energy. And 9 times out of 10, if you're giving up on yourself, it's because of outside sources. It's not because of inside sources. And if it is because of an inside source, it starts here. But I promise you, where it came from here, it comes from an outside source. It's not you, baby. I promise you, it's not you. I would say find the source, but you don't even need to find the source. You just need to understand that whatever source that it came from, it's not true. Ultimately, it's how you feel. Do not ever give up on yourself. Do not ever give up on anyone who is loyal. Do not ever give up on anyone who is honest to you. If you have someone in your life who is loyal, if you have someone who is honest, if you're willing to never give up on yourself, you've already won, right? And for me, I can honestly say, and I'm not sounding conceited, I've already won. And you have to, just because you're watching this video. Because by you watching this video, I promise you, a seed has been planted where you're going to go out in this world. And you're not going to give up on those people who love you. You're not going to give up on those people who actually matter. You're not going to give up on, most importantly, yourself. All right? So always be choosing to love yourself, to honor yourself, to remember exactly who it is you are, what it is that you're here to do. Even if you don't know what it is that you're here to do right now, you'll find it. It'll come to you, I promise you, all right? You guys have a great night. With that being said, a nice out.